Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. The downtown skyline shining brilliantly tonight. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Sunday, they'll host the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Hey, Kevin. With the Sixers having scoring struggles on occasion, some are saying that the duo of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid is doomed. Embiid disagrees strongly, saying, you look at what we've done, it can work, and it's going to work. Simmons agreed, saying, it takes time. I love playing with Joel, and I know he feels the same. With our talent, it's scary how good we can be. Guys?
Growing together and staying healthy, two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. Greg, you played over a decade in the NBA. Is there an opening day that you remember most that sticks out in your mind?
No doubt. The very first time I put on that Knicks jersey, you know, your rookie year, the game was in Orlando. I got to play 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, especially on a really good team. And it was an awesome experience. That was a moment you had dreamt of your entire life if you grew up wanting to play basketball, man, and I was pumped.
That's a great story. Now, here is Holiday. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. That one wide left.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. DiVincenzo against Embiid sinks that one from the post. Here's Thybulle. Here's Green. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Tipped away. That one goes. Count it.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see.
Wow, that was a strong dunk.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Holiday surveying the floor. Down low, here's Antetokounmpo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Holiday against Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got 5.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Giannis left side. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Yes, that goes in.
It's really easy to admire and respect the explosiveness of Middleton. I mean, if you give this guy a lane to the basket, he'll take full advantage of it right away.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Outside Holiday. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Passes it to Embiid. Fires the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Holiday against Simmons. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Chris Middleton. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 21 points a game, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Maxey's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. The Bucks also with the sub. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. It's stolen by Green. Here's Simmons. Now here's Maxey, defended by Portis. Again, Philadelphia. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the rejection by Embiid.
You look at his combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. He kicks it to Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Poked loose and stolen by Simmons. Up the floor, here's Maxey. Oh, what a play!
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
The pass to Giannis and stolen by Simmons. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
Bucks trail by 16. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Philadelphia running again. Another three for Philadelphia.
And just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
7 straight fast break points. They've got the defense gasping for breath right now.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good. 2 points. Giannis has got 6.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so it's Philadelphia controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll return shortly. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say earlier.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my team is going to be. I'm able to get to my spots and I know my spots. And I don't score on accident no more. I score because I know, okay, I'm going to get to that spot, try to make a play for my teammate or make a play for myself.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Maxey, and it's Green in at the 3. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Launches it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Augustine. Lets it go. Kept alive. They shoot again. And Antetokounmpo lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Now Augustine, he's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And he drops it in from the low post.
You know, Augustine is a scoring point guard. He's crafty, but he's highly skilled, and he knows how to put the ball in the hole.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, that's how you execute in transition, guys. Embiid realizing an opportunity and then jumping all over it.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Augustine looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It doesn't go for him. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And it's Harris off the drive. And slam dunk by Harris.
Big man coming through. I have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that kind of ferocity.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. To the inside. And again, the turnover by the Bucks. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Simmons. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Augustine with it. Knocked loose. Pass to Connaughton. 5 to shoot. Here's Lopez. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
And here's Green outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Maxey. And it's good off the back rim and in. Maxey's got 8 points.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Lopez. It's good. Lopez has got his second bucket tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Augustine. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, I tell you what, for Augustine being as small as he is, he's crafty and he's stronger than he looks, which allows him to finish through tough defense.
And here's Green outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Maxey. Again, Philadelphia.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
The 15-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And Green gets it to go.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Giannis against Howard. And stolen by Howard. Now the 76ers on the break. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, the reserves have been a big story. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've got to stop, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
We'll see if they can close it out in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. And Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into it with the opposition on and off the court. Kenny, do you like that Embiid runs his mouth during games?
Why not? You know, he plays with extreme confidence and he backs it up. His swag is good for the team because, it's infectious. So, yes, I would say yes.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm never going to tell anyone not to talk trash. Alex would mean a lot more if he had the ringy ring.
How many of those do you have, Shaq?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
I knew that already. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's been getting it done is Danny Green.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And on the floor,
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
So it's the Bucks now. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. To the paint, here's DiVincenzo, and the layup falls.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
And that one is good. DiVincenzo's got 6.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Mercy, mercy me. You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, this is why Simmons is an all-star caliber player, guys, because he has the ability to dominate games.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Holiday. Sweet little floater. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. That's tipped. Howard with the steal. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Simmons gotten all of his threes to drop for him. 3 for 3. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. Tobias Harris is checked in for Dwight Howard. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Portis, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Giannis. 10 points for him. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Portis. All alone. Ben Simmons with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Simmons against Holiday. Good on the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
That one drops for him. Green's got 5 points in the quarter. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. On the wing, Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Lock at 6. Rejected by Harris. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tobias Harris. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 19 points per game last year, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
It's deflected. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. Last season, he played outstanding, 12th in steals, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And as we saw last season, a difficult guy to run the offense against, constantly jumping the passing lanes, always a threat to create a turnover. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
To the middle, and so Milwaukee again turning it over. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. 5th is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean,
Simmons is driving inside. I'm telling you, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the bucket in no time.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Kicks it to Middleton. 6 to shoot, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Middleton's got 6.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Harris's shot is good.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And that one, good. Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Wasted no time on that one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And another steal for him. And that's his 6th. Oh,
man. And Simmons is extremely versatile and effective two-way player, guys, who can hurt you on both ends.
Poked away. Now here is Holiday. Here's Giannis. Can't connect.
Boy, outstanding hustle from Harris on the defensive end. They're doing a good job to alter shots with that activity.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Simmons. Scott is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's blocked by Scott. Now the 76ers on the break, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, I love watching Simmons run the floor. So effortless and efficient in his movement.
And here's Augustine. The pass to Wilson. Here is Forbes. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Here's Craig. He kicks to Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Number 33.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Milwaukee now. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Yep, that one goes.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
He had a nice open look right there.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
It's deflected. Here's Howard. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
And, you know, once Howard puts it on the floor, pretty much got to get out of his way. I mean, there's no chance you're going to stop it.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Wilson. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Wilson's got his first basket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
There's the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here is Forbes. Pass to Craig. Here's Wilson. He's guarded by Howard. Shot clock at 5. It's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The 76ers making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Thibault. Shot is good off the back rim and in. The Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. got a piece of it. And they're running. Here's Scott. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, and that's really what it's all about. When you don't beat yourself, you become hard to beat.
Philadelphia with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. The 3-ball drills the 3-pointer. Thybulle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
They get a hand on it. A solo fast break on up the court. And he bangs it home with one hand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
.139 left in the game. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Ferguson's checked in for the 76ers.
Terrence Ferguson.
.132 left in the 4th. Inside. Here's Connaughton, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Connaughton's got his first bucket of the night. Philadelphia's gotten off to a great start from 3-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here's Nwora. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here is Forbes. Count that one.
And, you know, he's not a big guy, but Forbes has added some muscle to his frame, and it came into play there. Nice job overpowering the defense on that possession.